Lucy, is everything ready for tomorrow's meeting?
Yes, the room is ready for the meeting, and here is the agenda.
Have you noticed everyone?
I have informed everyone either by telephone or by memo.
Good. Who will take meeting minutes?
Is it requisite to take minutes?
Of course. It is necessary for such kind of meeting.
Sorry, I ignored that.
Why can't you get out of the habit of being so careless? Ask Linda to do that. She is experienced.
Okay, I will tell her right now. Hello, New Century Hotel.
Could you transfer it to the sales manager for me?
Hold the line, please. I will put you through.
Operator, someone else is speaking over the wire.
Sorry, there is terrible interference on the line. I will transfer it again.
By the way, what is the extension number for the sales manager?
The extension number is 2120.
Let me write it down.
Sir, you are through now.
Hello, is that X School for Japanese Training?
Yes, may I help you?
I'm eager to know how long to finish studying all the books which are needed to get middle level.
Hold the line, please. I will transfer the phone to Ms. Zhang.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, she is not in now. You can call back later or leave your phone number.
I'd rather have her call me back. My phone number is 010-58001-255.
I will transmit the message to her as soon as she gets in.
Linda, the meeting is scheduled for 14 o'clock this afternoon. Have you made necessary arrangements?
Yes, sir. We'll have the meeting in our number 1 conference room.
How about the microphone?
I have got them ready.
Anything else?
I've put the notebooks, some paper copies of the agenda, and pencil on the table for each attendant.
Good. How about refreshments?
Yes, they will be served in the lobby. I also prepared coffee for the interval.
Great. You really did a good job.
Mike, you have been late 5 times this month.
I remembered I just was late 3 times.
Let me check the timesheet. I am right. It's 5 times.
I estimate the bonus for this month will be deducted.
Yes, but why are you always late?
You know there always is traffic jam in rush hour. Commuting to work by bus takes me a long time.
Why don't you take subway?
I never really thought about it, but I will give it a try.
Just try to be punctual. Dialogue 2.
Mary, could you tell me why I lose my bonus last month?
I'm not clear. You should ask the personnel department.
Wendy, why do I lose my bonus?
You were late 3 times last month.
But we will lose 1 month's bonus only if we are late 5 times in a month.
It's the old rule, and it's different now.
What do you mean?
The new director has paid close attention to our attendance since he took the post. It is laid down in the new office rule that employees will lose 1 month's bonus if they are late 3 times in a month.
I see.
Four. Publishing notice. Dialogue 1.
The May Day holiday is coming.
I can have a good rest. What will you do in the holiday?
It depends on how many days we'll have.
3 days.
Are you sure?
Of course. The notice about the holiday has been posted on the notice board. Haven't you seen that?
I didn't focus on that.
You should go and see it.
Okay, I will have a look at it at once.
Dialogue 2. Our meeting has been cancelled.
Really? But no one told me anything about it.
Didn't you get the notice?
What notice? There haven't been any notices this whole week.
The notice was typed and distributed to everyone 2 days ago.
Are you sure it was distributed to everyone in the office?
It should have gone around to everyone. Don't you ever look at the message posted to the bulletin board?
I have a lot of work to do, and I'm usually too busy to take a look.
You should often check your inbox. If not, you never know what you are missing out.
You are right.
Five. Arranging appointments. Dialogue 1. Hello, it is Jessica from A Company. I want to speak to Mr. Brown.
He isn't in right now. It is his secretary. May I help you?
I want to make an appointment with him.
When do you prefer?
How about Thursday morning?
Let me see. I'm afraid he won't be free. He will attend a meeting of a new product analyzing.
Would sometime this week be convenient for him?
Wednesday afternoon is okay.
Dialogue 2. Hello, this is Susan. I'd like to visit Miss Wong sometime this week.
Well, let me check her schedule. She will be free before 10:30 tomorrow morning.
But I'll be tied up at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
How long do you think you will spend on talking?
Half an hour is enough.
How about 9:15?
That's okay.
I'll pass on the message to her. See you tomorrow.
Six. Arranging trips. Dialogue 1.
Linda, I'm going to Tokyo on business next week.
When will you leave for? How long will you stay?
I'm going to set off on 15th and come back on 23rd.
Well, I will book ticket and room for you. Which flight do you like?
The flight takes off at about 10 o'clock a.m.
What's your requirement about the hotel?
You could book the hotel, which has company credit agreement with our company.
I got it. After I receive confirmation of the ticket and hotel, I will give you a list about the trip agenda.
Please remind me to bring my passport and other important things.
Okay. Dialogue 2.
Ivy, when do I leave for New York?
You are flying out next Wednesday morning from Capital International Airport.
When is the meeting scheduled, finally?
Next Thursday. That's the 25th.
Well, what about the location?
Yes, I think I've found the ideal spot. Not far from John Kennedy International Airport, a 5-star hotel.
Well, how about my report to the head office?
You'll report to the head office on 29th after finishing the meeting. I will notify you after I discuss the details with Emily.
Fine. Let me know what happens.
You may rest assured. Seven. Arranging interviews. Dialogue 1.
Lucy, there is a vacancy in our office. I want to get someone to fill it.
These are resumes I received recently. I think we can choose from them.
Well, you will choose 5 candidates and inform them to come and have interviews.
When is suitable for the interview?
Let me check my schedule first. Thursday morning is okay.
How about at 8:30 at our number 1 conference room on Thursday morning?
Okay.
What should I pay attention to when I choose?
Please pay special attention to their English skills.
Okay, I see. Dialogue 2. Mr. Brown, do you still remember the want ad?
Certainly. How is that going?
We posted an advertisement online last month, and these are the materials from all the applicants.
Good. We should choose 10 candidates through the first round, then have them come back for a second interview.
Who will be in charge of the first round and second round separately?
The personnel department will run the first round. Then I will handle the second round myself.
How many people do we need this time?
3 people.
What should I do to make preparations for the interview?
You need make 10 interview notices and inform them the time and place.
Eight. Room reservation. Dialogue 1.
Linda, have you booked the room in Guangzhou?
Yes, I have booked a deluxe suite in Hilton Hotel.
My schedule was changed a little. I must go to Hefei first.
Is it necessary to book a room in Hefei?
Yes, book a twin room for both 12th and 13th.
Anything specific?
The room with shower and nice view.
Okay, I have already written them down. Dialogue 2.
I'd like to reserve a twin room from 20th to 25th.
Sorry, there is no twin room available for those days. How about a double room?
I'm afraid not. Is there any single room available?
Yes, $50 a room per night.
Does the room rate include breakfast?
Yes, it includes Chinese breakfast. How many do you want?
2 single rooms for 5 days.
Well, could you tell me your name and phone number?
Wang Ping, my phone number is 010-845-76345.
9. Booking tickets. Dialogue 1. Hello, this is booking office for airline tickets.
Hello, I want to book the tickets to Baotou.
Okay, could you tell me the date of the tickets you want?
On March 7th.
Which flight do you prefer?
CA1121, 2 tickets.
Okay, I will book them for you. Dialogue 2.
Hello, is that Mr. Lee? Yes, is that Peter? Yes, you can make out my voice? Of course! You are my frequent visitor. Where are you going this time? I will go to Seoul next Tuesday. Is that 25th? Yes, it is. Is there any discount for the ticket? Let me have a look. The flight on 10 p.m. takes 20% off. Okay, I will book that. 1 business class ticket. Yes, I will go there by myself. Well, I've already booked it for you.
Ten. Receiving and sending a fax. Dialogue 1. Hello, this is Green Life Company.
Hello, this is A&Q Company. I'd like to send a fax to your company.
Could I ask whom I will deliver it to?
Please hand it over to your sales manager.
Well, how many pages does it include?
5 pages, including the title page.
Hold on, please. I will check if there is enough paper.
Okay.
Okay, it's good to go. Send it, please. Dialogue 2. Hello, is that ABC Company?
Hello, speaking please.
It is Linda on the line, and I'd like to send a fax to your company.
Could I ask how many pages it includes?
10 pages in total.
Wait a moment. It needs printing papers.
Okay, please pass on the fax to Mr. Brown.
All right. The electrograph is ready, and I'm going to give you facsimile signal.
(11) Word processing. Dialogue 1.
Mary, do you have a free moment?
Yes, what can I do for you?
The speech draft needs to be done word processing.
What are the requirements for that?
All the numbers should be in italics, and the title should be in larger font size.
Anything else?
Could you please double space it, so I can make corrections?
Sure. When do you need it?
Could you finish it by 3 o'clock this afternoon?
No problem. Dialogue 2.
Lucy, would you please type this report for me?
Of course.
Could I get it before 13 o'clock? I need it this afternoon.
If I do it right now, it should not be a problem.
Good. Please print it out on the laser printer.
Okay. Would you like this report done in a formal or informal style?
A formal style.
I see. I will call you if I finish it. (12) Using photocopier. Dialogue 1.
Susan, would you please copy this contract for me?
Of course. How many copies do you want?
10 copies, please. By the way, could you magnify the letter by 1/3?
The original document is not very clear.
You can make it a little darker.
All right.
Do remember to use the B5 paper.
I see. Would you like to staple these for you?
Yes, thank you.
Dialogue 2.
Lucy, why doesn't the copy machine work?
I don't know, as it was okay just now. Let me have a check.
Look, there is no reaction when I press the button.
It should be no toner.
How do you know that?
Add toner is displayed on the small screen.
Oh dear, how silly of me. I didn't see that. You are really an expert at it.
Thank you. You flatter me. (13) Computer problems. Dialogue 1.
Crashed again? This computer must be out of date already.
The CPU is Pentium, isn't it?
It is a Pentium 4.
If you install more memory, you can use it fairly well. If you use it just as a word processor, you can use quite an old machine. We used to work with one in my former company.
What are you using for word processing?
I'm using MS Word. I cannot see who doesn't use it now.
That is not necessarily true. I'm using WPS.
Dialogue 2. My computer has gone all haywire.
Did you follow the instructions closely?
I've tried many times, which made me in despair.
What's the matter?
I can't access my disk.
You got me there.
I also missed the password of the computer.
You have to ask Peter for help.
Right, otherwise I'm spinning my wheels.
Give him a call.
(14) File management. Dialogue 1. Hello, Jessica. I'm the new secretary, Amy. Hello? What can I do for you? Mr. Brown told me that you were good at file management, so I want to consult you on it. Okay. Do you know the file management system of our company? Yes, I attended a training class before I started working in this office. What is the essence of filing, do you know? The essence of filing is to bring together in a single folder or file all papers relating to a particular subject. That is what we call one customer, one file. Dialogue 2.
Would you please file these reports for me?
Yes. Should I file them in ascending alphabetical order?
Okay. Will you also make copies and file them using both methods?
Yes, I will.
Can you also list all the documents in those old files?
When do you expect it to be finished?
Before next Monday.
All right.
Thank you for all the trouble you've taken.
It's my job. (15) Staff training. Dialogue 1.
Mary, I will help you familiarize with your work.
Thanks a lot.
That is your desk, just near the window.
It looks fine. Is that my computer?
Yes, and the duplicating machine is over there.
What is my duty?
Your main duty is to answer the phone calls and transfer them to the person wanted.
What if the person wanted is out?
In that case, you are supposed to ask the caller to leave a message.
I see. Is anything else I should do?
You are responsible for keeping all files in order.
Dialogue 2. David, let me introduce every department to you in our company.
That's so nice of you. Thank you.
Then, this is the quality control department. The advertising department is the neighbor of it.
Where is the human resources department?
It's on the 3rd floor. The finance department is also over there.
Is the president's office on the 3rd floor as well?
No, it is on the 2nd floor. (16) Making remittance. Dialogue 1.
I'd like to send money to America. Would you please tell me how to make a remittance?
It is my pleasure. There are 3 modes of remittance available.
What are they?
Telegraphic transfer, mail transfer, and demand draft.
What are the differences among them?
Telegraphic transfer is the fastest, but the fee for it is the highest.
How about others?
Both take a longer time, and the formalities for demand draft are more complicated.
I prefer mail transfer.
Please fill in the application for remittance. Dialogue 2.
Hello, I want to remit some money. Could you tell me what I should do?
What's the reason for the remittance?
We've just received a shipment from Germany.
You need to present us with your contract and import customs declaration.
I have brought them with me.
Then you should complete a remittance application form.
Okay.
Do you have enough balance in your account?
Yes. We want to remit $200,000.
How do you want to remit?
By telegraphic transfer.
Okay. Now please fill in this form. (17) Mailing letters. Dialogue 1.
Hello, I'd like to send a letter.
Do you wish to send it as an ordinary or a registered letter?
I will send this letter by ordinary mail. How much is it?
Is it local or out of town?
I will send it to Shanghai.
The postage is 1 yuan.
Could I ask where I can find the zip code?
There is a form about zip code on information desk. You can also write down the address and stick the stamp over there.
Will it be dropped in the mailbox or be given to you?
Both are okay. Dialogue 2.
Hello, I want to ask for International Express Mail Service.
What will you send?
Some documents.
Please fill in the express waybill first.
Does it like this?
You should sign your name in the blank delivered by.
Okay, anything else?
I need to weigh it in order to confirm the postage.
Okay, how much is it totally?
120 yuan.
When will it be there?
It takes 3 days, including today. Chatting in workplace. 1. Pressure in work. Dialogue 1.
Lucy, you are spending too much time working. Do you think so?
Well, there is too much work at hand. I just cannot stop.
You see, working long hours has a greater negative impact on women than men.
Oh, why do you say so?
Women are willing to be emotional eaters and tend to turn to food as an escape once they have much more pressure.
I think so. Dialogue 2.
Rose, you look so tired. Is there anything wrong?
Yeah, one of my customers is so boring. I even don't know how to deal with.
Please relax yourself first. It's no big deal.
I know I should. I feel too tired.
Just have a break first.
All right. Two. Payment of work. Dialogue 1.
How much yearly bonus did you get last year? Only 5,000 yuan. Not too much, to tell you the truth. I think so, but I could do nothing with that. How much did you expect? Around 10,000 yuan. It is indeed a little higher. Come on, buddy. I've been working so hard during the whole year.
Dialogue 2. How much do you get every month?
I get money not by month. I'm working on commission.
What is the rate?
I can get 4% commission on everything I sell.
I see. Sounds good.
But I'm not the lucky dog every month.
Three. Job hopping. Dialogue 1. You're very bright and breezy today. Something good must have happened to you.
You're absolutely right. I got a new job at NEC.
How wonderful. What will you do there?
I'm in research and development. It suits me perfectly. How are you getting on? Are you still working on the project?
Yes, that's right.
Why not make a change then? There are many companies looking for professionals.
To tell you the truth, I really like this job here. Dialogue 2.
I plan to hand in my notice letter in the next few weeks, following the Spring Festival holiday.
Have you made your decision?
Yes, many friends of mine plan to start working for a new employer after the festival.
Are you unsatisfied with the money or the boss?
Neither. just because of the career and prospect.
You mean you hope to start a totally new business in the new year?
Yeah, I think it's time to challenge myself.
Good luck! Four. Further study and going abroad. Dialogue 1.
When did you graduated from your college?
I graduated in 2008.
Why didn't you get a further study?
You mean to study for a master's degree?
Yeah, there is great pressure upon the job market for bachelors.
I have to work to support my family as soon as possible. My parents' health are not very good.
I see.
Dialogue 2.
I know you graduated in 2005, and then you went on study for a master's degree.
Yes, what you said is right.
Your major is English. Haven't you ever thought of going abroad?
Not ever. I think English is only a tool of communication. I choose law as my major in my further study period.
I think it is sensible. In this way, you have a more bright future.
Five. Carpooling for work. Dialogue 1.
Bob, I can't wait until my car is repaired. Taking the bus every day is killing me. Come on, Jack, it can't be that bad. But it really is. Taking this morning, for example, the subway was so packed like sardines this morning. I got totally squished by about 100 busy commuters on the way to work. Why not get a carpool? That's a good idea, but I don't know who I can get a carpool with.
Dialogue 2. How do you come to work every day?
I come to work by car.
Oh, it is so convenient for you.
Not so much. Beijing has banned vehicles with even and odd-numbered license plates on alternate days since last year. Now vehicles with different and numbered license plates are banned on alternate days.
You can't drive your car every day in this way.
Yes.
You can try to find someone who is on your way home and get a carpool going. Eight. Office romance. Dialogue 1.
I'm having this huge crush on Lily. I'm going to try and see if I can invite her to dinner this weekend.
The boss had told us not to mix love and work.
That's silly. What I do on my own time is no one else's business. Besides, it's pretty hard to meet people outside of the office when we spend long hours here.
Well, but I heard that she is already seeing somebody.
I'm just talking about a dinner, not a date.
But most starts with a dinner, and then it gets out of hand.
Okay, stop. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some work to do.
Dialogue 2. I think nowadays young people spend more and more time in offices.
Yes, it leads so many of them to be single.
But at the same time, office romance is fairly common these days.
Are you for or against that?
It depends.
Why do you say this way?
It is not surprising that romance springs up in the office. Yet romantic involvement is loaded with dangers for both the employees and for their employers. And remember not to date with the boss.
What you said is reasonable.
Okay, so our assignment for our business class is to explain the reasons for the success of a particular small business. We agreed to use the Sunshine Bakery for our model, right?
Yes, it's a good example of several of the characteristics that are typical of successful small businesses. For one thing, it has its own particular niche.
Because there are no other bakeries in the neighborhood.
Right. So even though its product isn't unique, it just sells normal baked goods, there aren't any competitors in the area.
Yes, I think that's a vital part of its success. And its product is really good, so it already has a great reputation. Everybody knows about the delicious bread you can get there.
So it has lots of customers. I don't remember reading anything about market research that the owners did before opening the business, but I guess it doesn't matter because there are lots of customers now.
But the owners did start with a sound business plan. I mean, they projected all their expenses and how long it would take to start earning a profit and all that.
Right, and the business became profitable in about 2 years. I think that's pretty good. And since they had enough financial support to start off with, they were able to keep the business afloat until then.
Okay, so let's start writing up these ideas for our report.
Good afternoon, Excellent Eco Tours.
Hello. Yes, I have a vacation coming up, and I haven't taken a pleasure trip in a long time. I'm interested in ecotourism. Can you tell me about any trips you have coming up soon? My vacation is in January.
I'd be happy to help you. Let me just take down your information. What's your name, please?
Bob Henderson.
What kind of tour are you interested in? Our most popular tours are the Wilderness Adventure Tour and the Local Culture Tour.
Tell me more about the first one.
That's a nature tour. We take you to a remote area of the rainforest where you learn all about the local plants and animals.
It sounds interesting, but I'm a little wary of tours that feature wild animals.
Don't worry. You'll be in the hands of experts, and everything will be perfectly safe. Also, there will always be a barrier between you and the animals.
It sounds like an interesting trip.
It is. Shall I sign you up for the Wilderness Adventure Tour, then?
Yes. What are the dates?
January 12th through the 25th.
That sounds perfect. I have a question about the accommodations. What are they like?
There are 2 types. You have a choice between a fairly basic hotel or camping at the campground.
Oh, I definitely prefer the campground.
Great. I'll put you down for that. Now, do you mind if I ask you something? How did you hear about our company? Did you see our publicity somewhere?
Yes, I saw it in a travel magazine.
Let's talk today about the online social networking trend. There's been an explosion of interest in this form of communication. What effects do you think this will have on our lives as the trend unfolds?
It's clear that the advantages are immense. Think about it. These online social networking sites make it possible to have contact with people all over the world.
I agree. You can pursue all kinds of opportunities, both personal and professional, through social networking. You can make friends, you can find jobs, you can exchange all kinds of information with people everywhere. It really expands your world.
These are important advantages, but do you also see any disadvantages to this phenomenon? What might be some of the negative consequences?
I see that in one way it expands your world, but in another way it hurts it. I mean, you might spend so much time with your online friends that you don't pay attention to your local friends and family. It can mean the loss of your local community.
There are also dangers with your online community. You can make many acquaintances online, but you don't necessarily know a lot about them. You might not know their true identity. Good afternoon. Learning Vacations Limited. May I help you?
I'm interested in taking a learning vacation. I understand you organize vacations with painting classes.
We do. We offer learning trips for a broad range of tastes and interests, and painting trips are among the most popular. Do you have a particular destination in mind?
Not really. I'd just like to go someplace pretty with colorful scenery for painting and maybe some nice ocean breezes.
Then you would probably be interested in our painting trip this summer. You spend 2 weeks at a beach resort in Mexico and attend painting classes under the supervision of university art professors.
University professors? That's impressive.
Yes, the trip is sponsored by the art department at Springfield University. It's part of their summer school.
That sounds great. My other interest is international cuisine. Do you have any cooking trips?
We certainly do. However, I don't know whether you'd be interested, because almost all our cooking trips take place in a city, not by the ocean. Our clients get to enrol in ongoing cooking classes at the National Cooking Institute, which sponsors the trips.
So I would really learn to cook, not just watch someone else cook?
Yes. You learn how to choose ingredients, how to prepare them, everything.
What are the accommodations like? Would I stay at a hotel?
No, for the cooking trip, participants stay at a residential college that's close to the National Cooking Institute.
I think either one of those trips would suit my taste.
You need to decide soon. You'll have to enrol in the class of your choice, and then we make the travel arrangements for you.
When would I have to decide?
Enrolment for the painting classes ends on June 15th, and for the cooking classes on July 1st.
Thanks. I'll let you know soon.
We'll talk today about promoting new products. Your main goal in promoting your products is to create brand loyalty, a bond between you and your customers. That way, your customers will keep coming back to you. How do you do this? The main point is to make your customers feel that your brand is somehow special, so that they'll feel special when they buy it. They want to feel that using products with your brand gives them status. A common method is to get endorsements from famous people. Customers will think, if I use the same brand as that movie star or athlete or television actor, then I'll be as special as that person. This also gives the idea that your brand is bought by selective people, which makes customers feel very good about buying it themselves. If you can make customers feel passionate about your brand, then they'll always buy it, whether your products are common household staples or expensive luxury items. This is what you want, a brand loyalty that's hard to reverse.
We have to plan our report on wheelchair accessibility in this building. The professor wanted us to see what accommodations are already in place and what changes need to be made.
Right. So the first thing we need to do is walk around the building and see what's here.
We've already done some of that. I have anyway. I measured the corridors, and they're wide enough to accommodate wheelchairs.
That's good to know, because I measured some doors, both exterior and interior, and none of them has the necessary width.
Then that's the first recommendation we'll have to make, wider doors.
I think the building's exterior is fine. There's a ramp at the front entrance, so wheelchairs can get inside the building easily.
That's true, but didn't you notice that there aren't any curb cuts? The curb is too high for a wheelchair to get over. So there's a parking place for disabled people in front of the building, but they still can't get a wheelchair over the curb and onto the sidewalk.
Yeah, I guess that really would be a problem. So we'll have to recommend curb cuts.
The building already has an elevator, so wheelchairs can get to all the floors.
Right, so elevators aren't a problem. What about the light switches? Are they low enough on the walls?
Yes, I tested some of them by sitting in a chair. They're low enough to reach.
Welcome to the Apex Factory Tour. Let's begin with a little history of the factory. The Apex manufacturing firm has been in existence since 1900, when the company built the first factory right here on this site. It was quite a boon to the local economy since it was the first factory in this region. In fact, Apex was at the epicenter of manufacturing in this region for many, many years. Business was so good that in 1910 the firm's owners decided to add a night shift in order to keep the factory operating 24 hours a day. As you can imagine, the firm's owners became quite wealthy. The first branch factory was built in 1915. In 1940, the original old factory was completely torn down and replaced with a new, larger one on the same site. That's the building we're standing in now. Over the years, there have been a number of changes, of course. Then came 1998, which was perhaps the most decisive year for the company. The decision had to be made about outsourcing some of the labor, as many other companies were doing and are doing. The firm's owners ultimately decided not to do so. That decision means that at the present time, Apex remains a major employer in this region. There's a high level of satisfaction among our staff, as shown by the fact that our employee turnover is quite low.
Welcome to the Robertson Research Lab. On our tour today, you'll see where researchers work, and you'll learn what scientific research is all about. Today, the Robertson Research Lab is one of the most important labs devoted to scientific research in the country. But it took a long struggle for the lab to gain the status that it enjoys today in the scientific and academic communities. It required an inordinate effort to get the support necessary to build the lab. In fact, it took approximately 10 years to collect enough funding to start construction. That would not have been possible without the invaluable help of a number of individuals whose names are listed here on this wall. Although much of the funding came from government resources, and, of course, some of it also came from the Robertson family, the lab is located here at the university, and it's the university that bears the responsibility for maintaining and running the lab. In fact, one purpose of the lab is to give university students experience with research. Professional research scientists at the lab provide guidance to science students as they design and carry out their own research studies.
As teachers, when you plan your lessons, you'll need to keep in mind the different learning styles of your students. Remember that visual learners need to see things. Allow them to sit where they can easily see your face as you give the lesson. Remove any obstructions that might prevent this. Include visual items such as diagrams and pictures in your lesson to address the needs of these students. Auditory learners need to hear things. When they read, they may want to hear the words as well as see them, so allow them to read aloud and to recite information they're studying. Don't hinder their learning by requiring them to keep quiet during study time. Kinesthetic learners need to do things. To help these students, include activities that give them opportunities to move around and to manipulate items. While students may have different learning styles, they all have one thing in common: the need for frequent encouragement.
Welcome to the City Homeschooling Association. Most of you are interested in homeschooling your children, and I know you have many concerns and questions about how to begin. I'll start by explaining to you the legal requirements for homeschoolers in our city, and then in the latter part of the program, you'll have a chance to ask questions. There are certain things that are compulsory for homeschoolers in our city. First, to start, you'll need to inform the city that you plan to homeschool your children. Many people think that they'll have to hire professional tutors for their children, but that isn't required. Nor do you need to have prior teaching experience yourself. You do, however, have to follow an educational program mandated by the city, which addresses all the same subjects that are taught in the local schools. The city can provide you with textbooks, but even though the vast majority of families choose to use these books, they aren't required. You can use any books you want as long as you follow the city's program. Periodic tests, usually twice a year, are required by the city. You can give them to your children in your home and send them to the Board of Education for scoring. It's easy to do and doesn't cost any money. At the end of the school year, you have to submit a report to the city, which is also simple to do. It's a short report, and the city provides you with easy-to-follow guidelines. Homeschooling is no longer considered a novel idea, but is becoming more widespread. There are a lot of experienced families around who can help you get started.
I asked you to read an article about recognizing gifted students in the classroom. So, tell me, how can a teacher recognize gifted children?
One thing gifted children do is read. They usually read books for older children, or sometimes books for adults.
Yes, that's an important sign. Profoundly gifted children, especially, may be seen reading adult books at a very early age. What else?
When it comes to problem solving, gifted children use sophisticated approaches, unlike their peers.
Not all the signs of giftedness are positive. Gifted children might be bored in the classroom and behave badly. They often need help with discipline.
That's exactly right. And one reason why it's so important to recognize these children and place them in the proper environment and give them the support they need.
One way to support them is to give them constructive activities that are interesting to them. If they don't have activities that satisfy their inquisitiveness and creativity, that's when discipline can become a problem.
And of course, we need to provide a special curriculum for these children. They need more than just some interesting activities. They need a whole course of study that matches their abilities.
When you have an invention that you think you can sell, you have to protect it. You must get a patent so that there will be no infringement on your rights to produce and sell the device you've invented. The first thing you must do is find out if anyone else has a patent on a similar type of invention. This is called a patent search. Often, people hire specialized lawyers to do this for them. Once you've ascertained that there are no patents on inventions similar to yours, then you can get an application and file it with the patent office. Generally, you'll have to pay a fee when you send in the application. Next, you can start looking for investors. This is critical. Inventors tend to be solitary people and don't give much thought to finding financial backers to help them. However, if you want to successfully market your invention, you'll need people to provide money to start production and begin marketing. You'll need to think like an entrepreneur. Inspiration is not enough. Hard work and money are important ingredients for success.
That was a fascinating flight we saw. Now we have to write up the report for the school newspaper.
OK, well, we should start with the name of the designer of the plane.
Right, I'll just write that down. The designer was Steve Wilson, and the pilot's name was Joe Applewood. What about the names of the passengers? Did you get those?
No, but there were two of them. We can just put that. We don't need their names.
We should say something about the design of the plane, like the size of the propeller. How big was it?
I'm not sure. It was big, but I couldn't say the exact size.
Well, we should say something about it. What about the speed of rotation? How fast did that propeller move?
I don't know. If we'd had a chance to confer with the pilot, we could have found out, but he left too quickly.
Okay, so we can't include that information. We'll have to write more about the flight. It was a really prolonged flight.
Yeah, he was cruising up there for at least 30 minutes, a lot longer than I expected. So write that down. And what a flexible machine. It handled the turns really well.
Yeah, especially considering the weather conditions. It was so windy and cloudy. There must have been some turbulence.
There probably was. We'll put that in the report too.
Welcome to the City Museum of Invention. We'll begin our tour with a brief overview of the history of the museum. This museum first opened its doors in 1985, the result of years of effort by the mayor and others in our city. In 1975, the city's mayor first got the idea to start a museum about inventions. After he got several experts interested, he set out to rally the necessary funds. In 1976, several events were held to raise the requisite amount of money to begin construction of a building to house the museum. They had almost raised enough money when there was an unexpected setback. A family that had promised a large percentage of the needed funds inexplicably withdrew their offer. It was toward the end of 1977 that this large gift was lost. Although there was an inquiry, it was never made clear why the funds were withdrawn. Plans for the museum were put aside for 5 or 6 years, but a group of interested people renewed the efforts, and by 1982, they had rallied enough monetary support to go ahead with the plans. That year, construction on the building began. In just under 3 years, the museum was completed, the result of the perseverance of a number of dedicated people. The museum continues to be a popular part of our city's culture. Although everything in the museum follows the theme of inventions, the variety of the exhibits will appeal to visitors of disparate interests. Our most popular exhibit, which is all about cable TV, was first opened in 1998.
Good morning and welcome. I'm sure you'll enjoy your visit to this archaeological site. One of the greatest mysteries of this site is the question of how it was built. How were the ancient people able to construct such spectacular buildings out of such heavy stones without the help of modern technology? We'll explore this and other mysteries pertaining to their culture during our tour today. Before we begin, let me go over a few restrictions. In order to preserve the site, we ask you to walk only on the network of paths, which is clearly marked. After the tour, you may walk around the site as you please, but remember that you can access the buildings only between 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock. The grounds stay open until 6. You can access any building you wish on your own except for the ceremonial area. That building is open only to groups with guides, and we'll be visiting it on our tour today. If you haven't bought your tickets yet, please do so now. They're available over here at the counter, $15 for adults and $10 for children. After the tour is over, you might want to visit our gift shop, where we have an array of native crafts for sale.
1. What do people in China do in their retirement years?
A lot of them, especially if they don't have money, don't do a whole lot, and this is a problem here in China. Some of them take care of their grandchildren, and this takes up their time. In the warmer weather, you will see them outside, playing mahjong and Chinese chess.
2. How have the lives of senior citizens in China changed in recent years?
Things are not as hard for the elderly people in China now. They have it easier because their children have pretty good jobs, and so they're taken care of well. They can go to more places and can even drive around with their adult children, something they couldn't do in the past.
3. Would you like to live with the elderly?
I would really love to live with the elderly. They have so much experience and so many stories to tell. You can really learn a lot from them. Of course, you have to be careful around them too, so as not to upset them or cause problems for them.
4. What changes do you think will take place in the future regarding seniors' lives in China?
If China continues to make the kind of progress that it is making, then the seniors' lives will change very much. When you are richer and have money, you can do so many more things. You will see that old people will live longer and have better lives. Of course, in the rural regions and mountainous areas, seniors' lives haven't changed that much, and probably won't.
5. Who do you think should take responsibility for looking after the elderly? Should they live with their children, or is it better for them to live in nursing homes?
Of course, children should assume responsibility for their parents. But if the parents' health is pretty bad and their children don't have the time to look after them, then they would have to find someone to look after them. Here in China, the parents live for their children, so it is expected that the children will live for their parents.
6. How do you think modern technology has affected senior citizens in China today?
Seniors are not so much affected by modern technology, other than maybe some forms of transportation. If you mean the internet or computers, I think that most seniors are not that concerned about them. Older values and going at a slower pace are more important to them than fancy gadgets.
Old and young. 7. What are some of the differences in attitude towards life between young and old people in China?
Young people want to see and experience all that they can. Old people are more content to just enjoy the simpler things of life, like getting together with their folks or helping with the childcare. Young people want to travel abroad and make a lot of money and buy a lot of things. Old people are just thinking about the day and what they will do that day, even if it's not so glamorous.
8. What are some of the main problems facing the elderly in China today?
Well, in the city, the elderly are not facing the problems that the ones in the country are. Healthcare is a big issue with all of the sickness that is so prevalent in today's society. Retirement is difficult because the small pensions that the old people get here can hardly sustain them. People here in China have to retire early, so there is the feeling of worthlessness that they have to face. There are some big problems facing the elderly here in China.
9. Do the elderly in China have a lot of influence on their children's and grandchildren's lives?
Oh yes, absolutely. The elderly have a lot of influence in their families' lives. You see, here in China, the family unit is very important and always has been. Our culture, as you know, goes back many years, and parents and grandparents have played an important role in this unit. Respect for fathers and mothers, grandfathers and grandmothers is instilled in each generation.
10.
What role do the elderly play in the family?
Well, old people play the role of babysitter for their grandchildren. Another role that they play is moral supporter for the family. They have to cheer for the parents when they get a good job, cheer for the child when he does good in school, and cheer for the family when they make progress together. They also have to be the family counsellors to listen to and give advice to younger members of the family.
11. It seems that grandparents love their grandchildren more than their own sons and daughters. Why do you think that is?
I don't think grandparents love the grandchildren more. They just have more time to play with them, more patience in guiding them, and they don't feel the responsibility for the total well-being of the child 24/7. Plus, seeing the children of their children brings back memories of their younger years. I think it's a great thing. Grandparents give children something special, special memories to cherish and grow up with. I think that grandparents love their grandchildren so much because of how much they also love their children.
This looks like a nice restaurant.
Yeah, it is. I come here all the time.
Let's sit over there.
Okay.
Can you pass me a menu, please?
Sure. What are you going to have to drink?
I'm going to have a glass of beer. How about you?
I think I'll have a glass of wine.
Do you want to order an appetizer first?
Not really. Maybe we can just order some bread.
Okay. What are you going to have to eat?
I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. Can you recommend something?
Sure. I've had the steak and lobster before. They're both very good.
I think I'll have the lobster. What are you going to have?
I'm not that hungry. I think I'm just going to have a salad.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. When the waitress comes back, will you order for me?
Sure, no problem. Good afternoon. How may I help you?
Hi. I'd like to order some flowers.
Who are they for?
They're for my wife. Her name is Samantha.
What kind of flowers would you like?
I don't know. I don't know too much about flowers. Can you recommend something?
Okay. What's the reason you're sending her flowers?
Today's her birthday, and she told me she wants me to buy her flowers.
Do you know what kind of flowers she likes?
I'm not sure. I know I should know that, but I can't remember right now.
Well, they're for your wife, so I think you should give her roses.
Roses will be fine.
What color?
I think red would be nice.
Do you want to pick them up, or should we deliver them?
Can you deliver them, please?
What's the address?
241 Main Street. I can't find my glasses, and I can't see anything. Can you help me find a few things?
No problem. What are you looking for?
My laptop. Do you see it?
Yes, your laptop is on the chair.
Where's my book?
Which one?
The dictionary.
It's under the table.
Where's my pencil?
There's a pencil in front of the lamp.
That's not a pencil. That's a pen.
Oh, sorry. There is a pencil behind the cup.
How about my backpack? Do you know where that is?
It's in between the wall and the bed.
Where are my shoes?
They're on the left side of the TV.
I don't see them.
Sorry, I made a mistake. They're on the right side of the TV.
Thanks.
Oh, and here are your glasses. They were next to your cell phone.
Hey, how's it going?
Not good. I lost my wallet.
Oh, that's too bad. Was it stolen?
No, I think it came out of my pocket when I was in the taxi.
Is there anything I can do?
Can I borrow some money?
Sure. How much do you need?
About $50.
That's no problem.
Thanks. I'll pay you back on Friday.
That'll be fine. Here you are.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to buy some books, and then I'm going to the gas station.
If you wait a minute, I can go with you.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
David, would you like something to eat?
No, I'm full.
Do you want something to drink?
Yes, I'd like some coffee.
Sorry, I don't have any coffee.
That's okay. I'll have a glass of water.
A small glass or a big one?
Small, please.
Here you are.
Thanks.
You're welcome. William, do you like studying English?
I like studying English, and I can read well, but speaking can be difficult.
It's not that bad. If you talk to your American friends every day, you'll learn quickly.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure. What do you want to know?
I have my book from class here. How do you say this word?
Laptop.
Sorry, I don't understand. What does that mean?
A laptop is a type of computer that you can carry with you. Do you understand?
Yes, I think so. Can you say it again?
Laptop.
Laptop. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, that's right. That's very good.
Thanks. And this word? How do you pronounce this?
That word is pronounced kitchen.
Thanks so much. You're a good teacher.
Thanks. Jim, I heard you took a trip to San Diego. Is that right?
Yeah. I just got back this morning.
That sounds really nice. What did you do there?
Well, we were only there for 3 days, so we didn't do too much. We went shopping and went out to dinner a few times, and at night we walked around the city with some friends.
Did you take any pictures?
Yes, I have them with me. Do you want to look at them?
Sure. I love looking at photos.
This one is of my wife and me on the beach. And this one is our daughter Emily, standing next to my wife.
Your daughter looks like her mother.
I know. They look very similar.
Where was this picture taken?
That was taken at the train station before we left.
Did you have time to go to the zoo?
No, not this time. We went there last time.
It looks like you all had a nice time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Jim, I heard you took a trip to San Diego. Is that right?
Yeah. I just got back this morning.
That sounds really nice. What did you do there?
Well, we were only there for 3 days, so we didn't do too much. We went shopping and went out to dinner a few times, and at night we walked around the city with some friends.
Did you take any pictures?
Yes, I have them with me. Do you want to look at them?
Sure. I love looking at photos.
This one is of my wife and me on the beach. And this one is our daughter Emily, standing next to my wife.
Your daughter looks like her mother.
I know. They look very similar.
Where was this picture taken?
That was taken at the train station before we left.
Did you have time to go to the zoo?
No, not this time. We went there last time.
It looks like you all had a nice time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Hello?
Hi. Are you still up?
Yes.
You sound tired. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I'm just getting ready to go to bed. It's been a really long day.
Do you have time to get some coffee with me later? I have something I want to talk to you about.
No, sorry, not today. I have to get up early tomorrow.
Oh. What are you going to do tomorrow?
My mother-in-law is coming over, so I have to get up early and clean the house.
I see.
Are you free tomorrow?
Yes, in the afternoon. I have to finish something I'm working on, but I'll be free after 3:30.
Do you want to get together after you finish work?
Do you think you'll have time?
Yes, my mother-in-law will be leaving here around 2. Hello?
Hi. Are you still up?
Yes.
You sound tired. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I'm just getting ready to go to bed. It's been a really long day.
Do you have time to get some coffee with me later? I have something I want to talk to you about.
No, sorry, not today. I have to get up early tomorrow.
Oh. What are you going to do tomorrow?
My mother-in-law is coming over, so I have to get up early and clean the house.
I see.
Are you free tomorrow?
Yes, in the afternoon. I have to finish something I'm working on, but I'll be free after 3:30.
Do you want to get together after you finish work?
Do you think you'll have time?
Yes. My mother-in-law will be leaving here around 2. Craig, what do you do for work?
I'm still a student.
What school do you go to?
Boston University.
That's a good school. What do you study?
I'm studying English, math, and history. My major is English.
How long have you been studying English?
More than 6 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I started to learn English when I was in high school.
No wonder your English is so good.
Actually, it's not that good. I can read, but I can't speak very well. I haven't had a lot of chance to practice.
I see. Talking with other people is very important.
Yes, but I still don't have many friends here yet.
I'm having a party tonight at my apartment. You should come.
Oh, thanks for inviting me. I'd love to come. Hi. I'd like to see the doctor, please.
Do you have an appointment?
No.
When would you like an appointment?
Is today possible?
Yes, today is fine. What time would you like?
As soon as possible. My stomach really hurts.
Please wait a moment. I'll see if the doctor is available.
Okay.
Sorry, he's with a patient right now. It's probably going to be another 30 minutes. Would you mind waiting a little longer?
No problem.
May I see your insurance card, please?
Here you are.
Thanks. That's going to be $25 for today's visit.
Really? I didn't think it would be that much.
I know how you feel.
I'll pay with cash.
Thank you.
Would you please turn on the heat? It's really cold in here.
Kevin, what would you like to do?
I don't know. Maybe watch TV.
That's a good idea. We're going shopping later, so I think you should rest for a while.
I don't think I want to go anymore.
What do you mean? I thought you said we were going shopping.
I know, but I changed my mind. I'm too tired.
Well, I still have a lot of stuff to buy. When do you think we'll go?
Maybe tonight.
Okay. Would you mind if I use your phone?
Sorry, I don't have signal.
Are you kidding? I usually have really good reception here.
My phone is very old, and it doesn't work very well.
What if I take it outside?
Yes, that's fine. It works well outside.
Patrick, why didn't you call me last night? I was worried about you.
Sorry, I was sick. I went to bed early.
What's wrong?
I had a cough, and my eyes were really dry.
Are you better now?
Yes, I'm feeling a lot better. Much better than yesterday.
Do you have allergies?
Yes. Last time I went to the doctor, he did some tests and told me I have allergies. It gets worse in the spring.
What time did you wake up this morning?
Around 9:30.
Are you going to work today?
No, I think I'll just stay home and watch TV. I can work from home today.
Good. Get some rest, and I'll bring over some food later.
Thanks. Hello, miss. Do you need a taxi?
Yes,
Do you have any luggage?
just these 2 suitcases.
Okay, I'll put them in the back for you. Where are you going?
The Comfort Inn.
I think there are 2 in Boston. Which one are you going to?
The one downtown.
Is this your first time in Boston?
No, I've been here many times. I come here for work all the time. Do you know how long it'll take?
It shouldn't take long. Probably about 15 minutes.
Wow, it looks like the traffic is really bad.
Yeah, there might be an accident up ahead.
Okay, then stop at the next intersection. I'm gonna get out there and take the subway.
Hello?
Hey Gary, what's up?
I haven't talked to you in a long time. What's happening?
Well, I don't know if you heard. I just moved into a new apartment in L.A.
No, I heard you were thinking about moving, but I didn't know you'd already found a place. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy about it.
Do you have any roommates?
No, not this time. It's a big change for me, 'cause I've never lived alone.
Don't you think you'll be lonely?
Not really. I have 2 friends who live in the same building. We all had dinner together last night.
Are they students also?
No, they're not students, but there are a lot of students living in the building.
Sounds like a nice place.
Yeah, I think it's a good environment for learning English.
Well, I'm glad to hear everything worked out.
You should come out here and visit me sometime. There's even a pool.
That would be nice. I'll think about it.
Good evening.
Hi. Do you have any vacancies tonight?
Yes, the rate is $55.
Do the rooms have internet access?
We have wireless. If you have a computer, you can use the wireless network for an additional $5.
Okay, I'd like a room, please.
Would you like a smoking or a non-smoking room?
Non-smoking.
How will you be paying?
Visa. Here you are.
How many people?
2.
Would you like a king-size bed or 2 double beds?
King size, please.
You're in room 237. It's on the 2nd floor. Here's your key. Sign here, please.
What time is checkout?
11:30. Hello?
Hi, Tina. It's Joe.
Hi, Joe.
How's the weather there today?
It's really cold. It snowed all day and the school's closed early.
What's the temperature?
It's 30 degrees now. It was even colder this morning.
Have you heard what the weather is going to be like tomorrow?
I was watching the news a little earlier. They said it's probably going to snow tomorrow.
I really don't like the winter. I wish it were summer.
Me too. How's the weather where you are?
It's not too bad, but it's pretty cold here too. It was about 45 today, and it rained this afternoon. I heard it's going to be a little warmer tomorrow.
I'm going shopping. Do you want to come?
I thought you went shopping yesterday.
I did, but an old friend called me last night and invited me to his birthday party. I need to buy a gift for him.
I see. What are you going to get for him?
I really have no idea what he likes. I haven't seen him in a long time. What do you think?
Maybe a cake.
Well, that's a good idea, but I think I should probably get him something else, like something he can wear.
How about a sweater? I saw a really nice one in the mall the other day. Maybe we can go there and take a look.
Okay. What store was it in?
It was at Macy's. I think they're having a sale this weekend.
Oh, that's a really nice store. I like the clothes there.